Good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm Haley. This is going to be my first video that you guys are going to see. My channel is really going to be about my business, The Good Seed Co., and me going to craft markets and building up my small business. But alongside with that, my family owned an antique store here, and I have become the event coordinator for it and managing their social medias. So we have a huge craft fair coming up this weekend, so tomorrow actually, because it's Friday today. It's tomorrow. We have 37 vendors signed up. We've done one in the past. Our first one was back in August, and that one we only had 22 vendors, I think. We had 22 vendors. This one, we rented out the place next door to use for parking, and then we also are using our store, obviously. So I have so much to do before tomorrow, and I'm freaking out. It's Halloween, by the way, so I've got my Creep It Real shirt on and these spider earrings. These are gonna come out by the end of the day because they're annoying me. Anyways, so that being said, I've got lots to do. I work today from 11 to 4 at the store. You'll see me. I'm gonna vlog there too. I work from 11 to 4. I can obviously work on a lot of this while I'm there, so that'll be great. As soon as we close at 4, I have to run to storage and get a few things out of storage for Saturday, and then I have to go back up to the store because I need to go into the place we rented next door, the Improvement Club. I need to go into the club and set up 2 of the tables. So inside the club, my sister's going to be working a table promoting our church and the kids ministry at our church, and she's a night shift nurse, so she doesn't have time. So I'm gonna go set that up for her, and then the other table that's gonna be in there is my other sister, and that's gonna be the Mercantile table, which is the store. And there we're gonna have a prize wheel, prizes, all kinds of things, like a raffle where they can enter a raffle, tons of stuff. And then the owner of the Improvement Club, I asked them if they wanted to come set up a table and advertise what they do, because they do a lot of community cleanup, stuff like that. And the following weekend, they're having a craft show right down the road at a park. So I told them, I was like, put down flyers about your craft show the following weekend. So they're gonna come either Friday or early Saturday to set up a table. I don't know if they're gonna be with me there or not. I don't know. If they're not there, I'm gonna vlog, but if they are, not going to. I'm not quite used to talking in front of people. At the last event, I went live on the Mercantile's Facebook. So stressful. It was so stressful. My car, by the way, a disaster. I had a craft show last weekend. I haven't gotten everything out, and half of the stuff is still in my boyfriend's car, my table, my tent, my shelves, everything like that. So it's fine, because I have this craft show this weekend, which I'm not setting up my stuff for. I'm just hosting it. So I'm not setting up my products. But, so I have this weekend, and then the following weekend on the 8th, I have a craft show where I'm setting up. So I'm I don't want to take all this stuff out of the car, just have to reload it in 4 days. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. Anyways, so I gotta go. It is currently 10:43. I'm gonna go to the store. I need to open up. I might vlog while I open up. I know I have 3 vendors who are coming in to work in their booths almost all day today to get it ready for Saturday. Last night we had a vendor night where we opened up from 5 to 9, and it was closed to customers, but all of our vendors were invited to come work in their booths and get it ready for Saturday. Because again, tonight's Halloween, so I was no one's gonna come out on Halloween to work. So that being said, quite a few people showed up last night to work in their booth, which was really exciting, and the store's looking really good. But like I said, I have so much to do today for the craft show, and then I need to work on my booth as well a little bit because I've neglected it trying to get ready for this. So I'm hoping to for an hour work in my booth. I brought a bunch of jewelry to put out. Anyways, I gotta drive or else I'm gonna be late, so I guess I'm done. If the camera is really awful, I'm using a selfie stick for the first time. I don't think I'm good at it. I don't know. I feel I'm just waving. Sorry, I'm gonna give y'all seasickness, motion sickness, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna drive, so I'll see you guys at the store. Bye. Guys, so I just turned on all the lights, opened up windows, I put the money in the drawer. We open up in Probably 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the door though, because I think there's a customer on the porch. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him in. Okay. See you guys. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna keep vlogging. If you have a hard time hearing me, I'm so sorry. There's like traffic right there. We're so close. So sorry. I ordered a mic on Amazon. It's coming in today. I just don't have it yet. That like clips on so you can hear me better. Because I want to use it at the market. Right now, we have about 10 people in the store, which is great. Very busy morning, so that's awesome. So they're shopping. If anyone comes up, I'm not talking. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not comfortable like vlogging in front of people yet. I am currently working on this. So I have a Square account that I use for events. One of my vendors, who's a really close family friend, she can't get her Square account set up. So I told her she could use mine for this event and then we would figure it out for her afterwards. So usually I have, let me show you. Usually I have my favorites like here. I'm gonna create a separate tab for her with all her products and prices. That way it's super easy for her. Just because she's not as like familiar with Square or like tech in general. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So I've got a list of her stuff and her prices that she texted me. There's still a few things she needs to figure out, so I might have to add those later. My nails are also atrocious. There's a customer. Okay, so I have not vlogged since probably 11:30. It's 1:30 now. I just got really busy and I put my jewelry up. I finished the Square space for that vendor. Now I am outside. My mom's here to help me. She also runs this store. She's here to help me. I'm gonna put up the stakes for the vendors for where they're setting up. So I got these like floral picks off Amazon, or I don't even know what they are. And then I made and laminated like their spot numbers with their vendor names. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it up in the backyard. Yesterday, me and my boyfriend roped off the yard, like with these. That way people wouldn't be driving through it before the craft show. So yes, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the backyard. So they're gonna be setting up. I have 12 vendors setting up in the, let me show you, in the backyard here. And then I think I have 7 or 8 under the tree. They won't have tents. And then where these cars are parked now, I'm gonna have, I think I have 16. So, and then I have 2 in the improvement club across the street. So, I just clicked a button on my thing and it turned off my video. So, that being said, we're gonna put the stakes up and then we're gonna do the vendor numbers in the backyard and under the tree. In this driveway or this parking lot, we're gonna have to do it in the morning because obviously there's cars parked here and it's just gonna get messed up before tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, yesterday we also in the backyard, we used spray paint to mark off where they're setting up their tents. So we just really have to lay these down really. And I hope they last for tomorrow. We're just trying to do as much as we can before tomorrow. Vendors will start showing up at 7, so I'm trying to avoid having to get here 3 hours early to do all this like we did last time. So we're trying to plan everything ahead. After I get off, we close the store at 4. At 4, I have to go home and get stuff for that table I was talking about that I'm setting up for my sister. I have to go buy storage, and then I'm coming back. That's my mom. And then I'm coming back here to go in the improvement club, across that white building right there. That's the improvement club. They're gonna set up those tables. So I'm gonna come back probably around 5:30, 6 I'll be back to set up in there. That's the goal. That's my goal. I got all my jewelry put out. I think I already talked about this. Yeah, so that's really it. I guess maybe I'll do a time lapse of us doing this maybe. And then I also have, I overplan sometimes. So I have on my iPad, small on here, but I made this map and it's basically like a aerial view of the Mercantile, which is this, and then that's the improvement club there, and it explains to the vendors where to park, stuff like that. And then all of these little bubbles have numbers on them, and that is correlates with their vendor name. So I showed you like on the card, like spot number 1 is Sugar Plumes, spot 34 is Heart Infused, so they know where they're setting up if they read their email and text. I had an issue last time with vendors not like reading the stuff I sent them, so they got here and had no clue what to do, and I was like, anyways, that's fine. I think I used a lot of detail, like maybe I just didn't explain it well enough last time. So I went ahead and I sent them that last Monday. I was gonna send them a reminder text today, but I didn't do it. I don't want to annoy them and send them too many texts. So yeah, our neighbors are out doing yard work right now, so I don't know that I'm not gonna film them. I'm gonna have to set the camera up to where it won't film them. So yeah, so this is what we're using as our map. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye. Okay, so we got the yard completely like staked off with my card holders. I didn't put the cards in yet just because it's a little windy and I don't want them to blow away overnight. So I didn't do that, but I can do that in the morning. I think we're gonna get here around 6 to finish up the last minute things that we need to do, so that'll work. Okay, so we got the yard staked off with my card holders. I did not put up the cards yet with the vendor spots just because it's kind of windy and I don't want them to blow away overnight because I'm not gonna have time tomorrow to make new ones, so I didn't put those up. The stakes are just in the ground, so I'll do those in the morning. Let me show you. I have to make these. I made these yesterday on Canva. They're sale signs, so I need to put booth numbers and percentages off for the booths in the Mercantile that are gonna have sales. So I need to do that. And then I made these this week. I wanted to show you guys what we're doing for our vendors and our customers. So over at the Improvement Club, we're gonna have a table set up with a prize wheel. On that prize wheel, I was sick like 6 weeks ago with like bronchitis, and I still am not like I feel fine, but I like it's like really winded still. It's weird. Anyways, so on the prize wheel there's gonna be different prizes. So we have most of them in my storage unit because they were made from the last market we had, and then some that I made early on and just stored them. So there's like notepads, pens, I'm totally blanking, keychains, bracelets, I can't remember. There's a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I will show you at storage. So for customers, we're gonna give these out to every customer. I made little candy bags. So it's just filled with like random candies. And then I also made these for customers who spend, I think we're gonna give them away to customers who spend over like 25. It's like a little lip balm keychain and then a lip balm. So let me show you. These are so cute. I got these on Amazon. Aren't these cute? And they came with like a bunch of different styles. I just didn't pull them all out. And then these are fall scented lip balms. I haven't smelled any of them yet because I literally only had enough for my bags. So I didn't want to open one and sniff it and waste it. So I don't know. Should I store it in the bag like that or like separate? I feel like separate so they can see it, right? Anyways, so that's for customers inside the Mercantile who spend probably over like 25, I think. And then we're also going to be doing a raffle. So we're going to have inside the Mercantile, my grandma's here working here, but she's so cute. So inside the Mercantile for every, I think we decided on every $5 or $10, I can't remember. At our last market, we had a few things we did and we wrote them down. We're like, we're going to do these differently next time because it just didn't work out great for us. So last time what we did is we had a raffle basket inside, and it had like a gift certificate, apple butter, like fall themed decor, stuff like that. Like it was super cute. So we're doing another raffle basket. Last time, as we were checking people out in the store, they were filling out their name and number on a note card and then putting it in a basket. We're not doing that in the store this time because it took so long last time. So we decided not to let them do that at the counter this time. So instead, for every $10 the customers spend, they're gonna get a ticket. I got this huge roll of tickets. They're gonna get a ticket for every $10 they spend, and then they have to take that ticket to the next door to the Improvement Club, and they have to put their name and number over there and hand it in to Caitlin over there, who's running the table. And then they'll be entered in for the raffle basket. So they're not gonna get to enter the raffle basket in the store this time. It has to be next door. But in order to get a ticket to enter, you have to purchase something in the Mercantile. Anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it and see how it works. That way we can limit the traffic at the counter on the day of, because it was a lot last time. Yes, because last time our line literally, I'm gonna show you. So this is our counter. Our line was all the way to that back wall back there, like easily 20-25 people waiting in line. And mind you, it was summertime in Florida, so it was ungodly hot. Okay, I felt so bad for the customers who had to wait. We made a ton of these paper fans. Hold on. We made a ton of these paper fans for customers to take. It has like a Jesus Loves You on it. And we made it just out of cardstock and popsicle sticks. We stapled and used glue dots. We spent like 10 hours making these things. We made so many of them. So we had those available for you. Even then, they were waiting in line forever. And part of it was because people were filling out their name for the raffle at the counter. So it added like an extra 2 minutes to every transaction. So that is why we decided to change that up. And then also, so everyone's gonna get a candy bag. People who spend over 25 get this, along with, they'll probably get, what is that, 2 raffle tickets if they spend 20. So, and they'll get entered to win a gift basket, which is back there. I can show you in a minute. And that has apple butter, a basket, a $25 gift certificate, like a cute little like fall pumpkin pancake mix thing, and a fall pot holder, and then a set of fall bracelets, like their fall colored bracelets. Yeah, so that's something we changed. And then something we're doing new this time, I actually saw online from another vendor, because one of my favorite things to do is to go on YouTube and watch vendors set up for their craft shows, because I set up for craft shows myself, so I love watching other people do it and learning from them. So something I saw a vendor talk about was when they got to an event, they handed out bags to every vendor that had like vendor necessities. So it was like snacks, water, I think sunscreen, and like bug spray, I think. And I was like, I love that. I love that so much. So because I want vendors to come here and have like the time of their life. Like I want the community to be like beautiful. Like I pour my heart and soul into this, like planning this, and I know how much it means to my grandma and my mom who run the store. Like our hearts and souls are in this, and that's one of my favorite, like that's one of the reasons I personally mainly sign up for craft shows that are hosted by small businesses, because they care so much, whereas like these big businesses typically don't, you know, it just doesn't feel as personal. Anyways, so I saw that idea from another vendor on YouTube, and I was like, I want to do that at my craft show, the one like I host. I'm gonna do that for my vendors because I think that's cute. She's back with lunch. Where is she? She's in her room. So what we did is we had these bags made. They're reusable, and they say White City Antique Mercantile, and then like our little slogan is where time slows down, because you know time stops here. And then in the bag we gave them water, and then we gave them bags of chips, crackers, a granola bar, and like a little trail mix thing. Okay guys, I am at my storage. I need to grab the stuff for door prizes from here. I have them in a tote. Oh, this video is sloppy. I'm really bad about like keeping my hand up, so I need to put this one on. I know I have, what do I need? What do I need from here? Oh, and I need tablecloths. My sister needs a tablecloth, and then I need the door prizes, which are all right here. So I got like hand lotions, lip balms. These are for kids. They're like stickers and bracelets, stuff like that. Very easy, very simple. Ooh, that's going with us. Also this. Ooh, I don't know why I threw it like that. I'm sorry. Okay. Is there anything else I need here? I don't think so. I'm gonna find these tablecloths. 1 second. Okay, so I got out my 2 totes of door prizes, my tablecloths. I have an 8-foot and 2 6-footers. I'm pretty sure the tables that they provide in the market or at the like club are 8-foot, and I need, I think, 2 8-foot, so we'll see. I look like not great. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Okay, so I got everything. Now I'm going home. Get off of me. What the heck? Now I'm going home. Before we left the Mercantile, my mom came back up and she helped me spray paint the markings for the parking lot that we weren't able to do earlier today. And that's like gravel, so I don't know that it's gonna stay great, but I'm hoping it'll stay enough to still be visible tomorrow. We can always touch it up tomorrow, but my finger's green. It's fine. It's fine. I think I have done all that I can until tomorrow. I also got air fresheners. This is so off topic. Before I left, I put air fresheners, like fall scented air fresheners, all around the Mercantile. So tomorrow when we walk in, I'm hoping it just smells like straight up fall. And I'm calling it, I don't know what it's actually called, but I've heard the term smellology before, and I know that's not the real term. But like, you know, like when you walk into a store and it smells like a holiday, you're like, I want to buy all the holiday stuff. That's what we're trying. So I got a bunch of fall air fresheners, and I'm hoping if the store smells like fall and like almost like Christmas, that people will be like, oh, I need all of the seasonal decor. I'm hoping. And I want it to put like people in like a good mood, be like, it's holiday time. Because I love the holiday seasons, and I love when it smells like the holidays. You know what I mean? Like anyways, my favorite. So I just felt like it was like an extra little touch. You know, like Disney uses the scents all around the park. We're gonna have Mercantile scents. That's my goal. That's my goal. Like I said, smellology. That's what I'm doing. So I did that. There's nothing else I could do up there. I cleaned up all behind the counter. That way tomorrow when things get crazy, they're not like tripping over stuff, and because it was kind of a mess, like, so, which our fault because we've been getting stuff ready all week, so you know, she needed a little pick me up. But I'm going home now. I've got all of my stuff, so I have my door prizes and my tablecloths. I think I'm good. My sister, who is doing the table for the church, she asked me if I would braid her hair, and then she's also getting together all of the things before she goes to work tonight. So I'm not gonna set up the tables tonight. I decided I'm just gonna get there really early tomorrow and set them up. So I'm gonna aim there to be around like, I'm going to aim to be there around like 6. That's my goal, like 5:30 or 6. Most of my people who are helping me are coming at 6:30, so I'm so excited. Anyways, I'm gonna drive now, and you know I can't do this while I drive, so bye. Good morning, everyone. I have to be quiet because it's like 4:30, so I don't want to wake anyone up. I am getting ready. I haven't brushed my hair, and I still need to do my makeup. Fun fact, I was so nervous and like excited at the same time about today. Don't forget that's spray paint under my nail. It's not gunk. It's spray paint from yesterday. I was like so nervous and excited. I didn't sleep at all last night, like not even once. So no sleep. We're going on no sleep today, but it's fine. I have to be there at 6. The vendors are going to start showing up at 7 to set up. I have one vendor who's coming before 7 because last night, after I stopped vlogging, I had 4 vendors drop out last minute, which is so frustrating. Which, to be fair, some of them had really good excuses. Like, I get it. Like, if it's a family emergency, you know, I get it. That's fine. But I'm like, girl, some of them I'm just like, that's so frustrating. And less than 6 hours before the market. I'm like, hello. Anyways, it's fine. I was able to fill, oh my god, I was able to fill, my brain is not working. I have 2 spots unaccounted for, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to shift people around when I get there and figure out spacing. I got this pumpkin shirt on, and then it's freezing outside. Again, I live in Florida, so I'm used to like 90-degree weather. It's like 40 something degrees outside right now. I'm not used to that. So I'm gonna wear a jacket, like a hoodie jacket, and then I have my Taylor Swift cardigan that I'm gonna put over it to try to keep it cute, you know? It's gonna be freaking freezing. It's freezing. It's so cold. I need to wake up. My boyfriend's on his way now to pick me up. He's like my rock during these events. I am gonna brush my hair and then go do my makeup, and then we have to pack the car with all the stuff we need, which I prepped most of it last night. So there's like one thing I need out of another car, and then the rest just has to get put in his car. So we're gonna get through this. I am gonna vlog when I get to the Mercantile to set up. It's gonna be dark. I don't know how well I'll be able to vlog. I got a light, but I don't know how well it works. Bye.